What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the new moon eclipse workshop. I am so excited about this energy right now because it really is ushering in a new chapter, a new energetic portal, really, for us to step into. And I know that the word portal is really sort of overused and, shiny, but the actual meaning of it for me and for what I understand is that we are passing a threshold. And that means that where we are going now, the energies that we are now working with are different from before. And that is true. This new moon is welcoming in a new cycle. And we are starting to work with this energy now. We're going to be working with it for 6 months, really for even more than that, because it's an eclipse. So I want you to understand that this is part of a series of eclipses that will be happening over the next little while with Leo and Aquarius. And Aquarius is connected to community and reinvention and our mindset. And Leo is connected to our identity, who we are, how we shine, how we lead, and what we protect, really. Sorry. So I think it's really important. Today I pulled the 10 of Wands reverse, but I want to keep that card for all of us because I think it's really important for us to just drop everything that feels draining. And that's really what this eclipse is inviting in. Today I'm going to focus on a pick a pile. So I'm going to have 3 piles and you're going to pick one and watch it. And that is going to be your advice for right now, for what maybe you are experiencing or what is coming up, what your focus should be for the next 6 month cycle, okay? Because this eclipse it's a very powerful shift, but typically during eclipses, you don't really work with them the same way you do with a full moon and a regular new moon. I would still suggest if you're noticing that there's a lot of energetics, maybe projections from other people, or you're thinking a lot about certain people or certain projects or certain memories or things that you feel guilty about or worried about or whatever, now would be a good time to do the cord cutting workshop. I have 2. One of them is a little bit more general for old habits, old limitations, fears, traumas, romance, of course. But I have a second one that focuses specifically on romantic partners and clearing out your ex or clearing out that old romantic energy. If you've already downloaded it, which I'm sure a lot of you have because it's like our best selling workshops, both of these, then watch it again during this time because the reason I'm saying that is for me, it feels important to go into this next energetic chapter without all of the emotional, energetic baggage. Anything that feels like it's our responsibility to continue to carry for our family, for the community, for whatever. We all have these limited ideas that we need to continue struggling, that we need to continue bringing everything that we've ever experienced. It's not only an experience that happens and then we move on. No, it's an experience that we're stuck with and we carry and we keep ruminating about it. And really, this 10 of Wands is asking us, what is draining your light? Okay, that's like the number one question I want you to write down. And I want you to ask that every day for the next month, for the next 6 months. Um, what steals your light? What drains your light? And I say that because this new moon, when you look at a new moon, you want to look at what sign the new moon is happening in. So this is a new moon in Leo. Okay. Leo is about being an individual, our unique expression, our shine. So, for example, mine is art and music and tarot and astrology. Like, that's my unique, weird expression. And that literally brought me a lot of success. So, what is yours? And how do you identify yours and work with yours? Well, a lot of us, we have these expectations from other people, or we get lost in other people's ideas or what they want us to do. And that makes us feel like we can't shine because we're not following our gut. We're not following our unique path. We're not following our dharma, if you know what that is. It's like your soul's mission. So if you're not following that, then what the fuck are you following, babe? Like, seriously, you're following someone else's plan, someone else's ideas, someone else's expectations of you, of who you are, who they want you to be. It's like, we're not doing that anymore. That literally, it drains our energy, it drains our vitality, it impacts our health, our mental health, our energy field, our manifestations. Like, it distorts everything. So I want us to really begin to ask that question over the next month, 6 months. Really, I believe these eclipses are happening for the next like year and a half. So your number one question right now should be, what is stealing my light? What is stealing my passion? What is stealing my vitality? Because we need to start eliminating, clearing out all of those things that are stealing, draining, depleting our life force, our creativity, our excitement. And trust me, for a lot of us, like, that's scrolling, for example. Like, I notice when I'm feeling good and then I get on my phone and I'm scrolling and I'm seeing everything negative that's happening around the world. And not to totally turn a blind eye and ignore it, but our nervous systems are not designed to experience that much negativity, that much information, that much chaos, that much trauma in a second, in 30 seconds, in 1 hour, when you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and just seeing everything awful that's happening around the world. That's not normal, babe. So you really need to figure out how to create a boundary there, or how to establish a boundary with other people, with projects, with the things that you don't want to do because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't light you up. It doesn't get you excited. If you're feeling bored, frustrated, obligated, bitch, this is the eclipse for you. And that's what I'm saying. If you're noticing other people's expectations, or you're feeling very confused, or you're not sure what to do, what's happening, you feel other people's energies or thought forms in your field, and you're stressed, you're still thinking about that fucking person from however long, like, babe, it's time for the cord cutting again. Okay, so watch it again. If you haven't downloaded it, you can find both options below. It's a really good time and a really good way to clean up your energy. Okay, now you're going to notice, especially if you have a cardinal energy placement in your birth chart. So for example, if your sun, moon, or rising, even your Venus or Mars, really, if any of those planets are in Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, or Libra, bitch, buckle up, because it is like your villain era. You are, from now for the next, I don't know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, going to be really focused on like firing everyone, cleaning everything up, breaking up with people, resetting boundaries, saying no, 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 not interested, I don't care, prioritizing yourself. And it's really important that we're all working with this energy, because we have Mars in Cancer now, which means we are fighting for what nourishes us. We are fighting for stability. We are fighting for security. And that looks different for all of us. So I invite you to, again, review and examine what makes you feel satisfied, what makes you feel nourished, what makes you feel safe and heard and seen, and all the things that you need to feel on a soul level that you are accepted and supported. And if you're noticing that you're not feeling that for whatever reason, at work, relationships, romance, with family, it doesn't matter. Now's the time to say something and to act, to change your behavior, to reestablish boundaries. Why? Because again, these things are draining your light. So this eclipse, boom, is showing you what is literally draining your light. Leo is connected to the sun. The sun will literally be blacked out. Like, imagine that. The light from the sun, and the sun is connected to Leo, new moon in Leo. So the sun we have the moon, it's gonna whoop, and it's gonna be black. You're not gonna see it. The sun is not gonna have its light, right? Gone. So what is draining your light, bitch? That is the goal. Figure it out, clear it. And you don't have to clear everything today. Like 10 wands sometimes is a lot to put down, but I think it's important that you at least recognize it now and over the next month, 6 months, really begin to clean it up until we arrive at the next eclipse season in February, I believe. Okay. The other thing to note is this eclipse is happening in the South Node. The South Node is a point of karmic release. Noticing the theme here? What's draining you? Release it. I think I'm just gonna stop there. I think you get the point. Okay, let's do a pick a pile. Um, oh, I also want to tell you that if you guys have, and I don't love Spotify, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't have any control over these things. If you have Spotify Premium, you can listen to my audiobook for free. Yeah, we just found that out. And the publisher, Hay House, they just told me that any of my followers who have Spotify Premium, they can listen to my audiobook for free. And it's me narrating it. So definitely go watch it. It also supports my book, it supports my numbers, it supports my project, and it's going to support you, bitch, because that book is literally life changing. If you've listened to the audiobook or you've read the book, please in the comments let people know your experience because like this book is next level and it's going to help you change your life. I promise. Like I promise you that. Okay. We're going to do three cards. Okay, this is number 1, number 2, number 3. All right. So, how can you pick? Number 1 is going to be the disco apple. Number 2 is the disco banana. Okay. Number 3 is the disco pear. So which disco fruit are you, babe? I know which one I am. Okay. We've got the apple, the banana, and the pear. I'm going to start with number 1, which is this one. So we're just going to see what energy you are working with right now. What is your advice for this month with this eclipse? What are you maybe working through for the next? It could be up to 6 months because this is an eclipse cycle that's opening a new 6-month cycle. So let's just see. But this is going to be number 1. Okay. Pile number 1, you need to really, really listen to yourself. Wow. Pile number 1, you need to listen to yourself. I feel like with the Queen of Cups here, there's so much external distractions or noise, and so many other people, their advice, their ideas, their commentary that is in your head. And it's going to feel overwhelming, triggering, and confusing. You need to clear it. You need to clear your energy field. You need to clean up your energy in the space, your home, like sage, or use different herbs to clean them out. If you're using sage, please make sure where you're sourcing it from, an indigenous collective, not just Walmart, babe. But this is literally about you honoring yourself. This is also about you slowing down, receiving. You need more rest. You need more baths. You need to maybe go to the ocean or a river. You need to be hydrating a lot. I feel like there's a lot moving, and this is really, really about you taking care of yourself in a new way and not letting other people project onto you their responsibilities, their bullshit. Because I feel like you maybe are taking care of everyone, but are you forgetting to take care of yourself? Are you prioritizing everyone else and not prioritizing yourself and your needs? That's an issue. That's a problem. So the next 6 months is trying to teach you how do you prioritize yourself? How do you honor your needs? And how do you really slow down so you can hear the quiet wisdom, the quiet voice of your intuition and not external validation, external advice, external commentary, external. This is nothing to do with external energies. This is about you internally honoring yourself. Okay. So that's your priority for now. Slow down, take a rest, breathe, and really do what you can to process any emotions that are stuck. Cord cutting, bitch. I'm telling you, like, clean up your energy. Okay. Clean up the energies around you. Okay. All right, pile number two, banana, Knight of Pentacles reverse. Some of you need to watch your spending. And not only your financial spendings, for sure. You're maybe noticing that you are thinking about a change or you're making a change. You're taking a jump because you feel like it's time. You can't wait any longer. This is not about you hesitating or thinking about it more. No, this is about you taking action. This is about you actually doing the thing. And for a lot of you, that means a new environment, a new business or company or connection, or maybe a country, a new country. But it also feels like scarcity is maybe on the mind. So I just did the 8-8 abundance activation, and we focused on our nervous system because a lot of people, they are primed to lose everything that they get. It's like, oh, I got money finally. Oh, and then we spend it all, or all the bills show up and we freak out and all the money just goes. So maybe it's a good idea for you to watch that. I didn't actually plan on talking about that, but I will just make a note here to add that link to the abundance activation. Okay. Um, and if you download it, you're actually getting the other abundance activation workshop that we did. So you get two. One is more focused on like money magic and other things. And this one that we just did is more about your nervous system because I feel like a lot of you, you're having trouble holding on to things. It could be also like your health. Like you find a good routine and you're moving and you're feeling good and then self-sabotage. Or you're nervous about relationships and then you get into a relationship or a new friendship and you just give and give and give and give and give and it's like you forget yourself in the mix and then the energy gets distorted and it's like I feel like a lot of you need to really review your investments of time, energy, money, love, attention. Like, what are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you doing when you wake up? Are you prioritizing your life? Are you prioritizing your day every day? Like, when you get up, are you immediately on your phone, drinking coffee and out the door? Or are you taking 10 minutes to just sit with yourself and think about what do you really want today? What would spirit have you do today? How can spirit guide you? You know what I mean? So I really think that this group, there's two things. One of them, it's reviewing your investments, reviewing your money, reviewing your energy, your time, everything that you're investing. And the second thing is taking action, investing those things into a new direction. Something that helps you prioritize yourself and allows you to really take action and not only think about it or only gather more information or only strategize. Like, no, bitch, it's time to act. So the next 6 months for you are like action oriented. Okay. Number three, King of Pentacles. Okay, you are building on a foundation. I think a lot of you have already had some kind of foundation established, and maybe it just hasn't sort of really taken off like the way that you thought it would earlier. But I feel like this 6 months is really inviting in a new way of working with your money, your stability. A lot of you are thinking, figuring out how to invest in new ways, or if you've already had an investment, it's like, okay, how do I sort of save more money and allow maybe other people also to sort of come in and support this project or come in and support this vision. You don't have to do everything alone. And I feel like a lot of you take on too much responsibility for yourself. So how is it that you can delegate more or ask for help? Trust me, people want to help. And a lot of you, people admire you. Like they really want to be involved in your project. But you maybe don't see that or don't think that, or you don't leave enough space for other people to show up and to support you and to help you. So I really encourage you over the next 6 months, how can you build this foundation into a palace, but with the support of and from other people? I also feel like a lot of you, you need to focus on your diet, what you're eating, not because you want to lose weight, because I want you to get really clear on what foods make you feel good, feel light, feel active, and what foods make you feel slow and sluggish and drained. Your food really impacts you. And I really want you to understand that. Like spicy food, it adds anxiety. You know what I mean? Like, really study that. See how different foods make you feel and influence you. And maybe a lot of you, you're going to start cooking more, or you're focusing on a project related to food, but there's an overall energy here of you really learning how and applying all the techniques you've picked up over the last little while to nourish yourself, to really slow down. I feel like if there's an interest in pile number one, go back and watch that, because both of these piles, the priority is you. The priority is you grounding your energy and really thinking about how you want to reestablish the foundation that you're building upon. We have Saturn retrograde in Aries right now, and that's going to be happening for the next little while, I think until like December or so. So there's a really strong energy here for you to get things right. It's a slow build. You don't have to rush this. And I think a lot of you for a long time have been worried about time or energy or money or everything just running out. And it's like, stop. Just stop overthinking. Stop thinking you're running out of time. Stop thinking people can't help or everyone sucks and no one knows how to do anything except you. It's like, no, bitch. Like, have more faith in people. Ask the universe to bring you competent people, and yeah, just slow down. This is really a slow build. It's step by step. You can't rush this process. Everything's going to be fine. Honestly, overall, like, I don't see any major issues. Like, no issues with health, with money, with habits, with this, with that. It's like, if there's drama, it's in your head or you're surrounded by the wrong people, so leave. You know what I mean? But maybe get your head right, okay? So that's that. Okay. I hope that helps. Now let's just do a quick meditation to help you trust this process, and then we're going to disconnect. So yeah, I invite you to get comfortable. You can lay down and stay seated. When you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes and to take a deep breath, really filling the belly, holding it in the chest, and then release, letting go of everything. And take one more deep inhale into the belly, the chest, and then hold, and then let go. And when you're ready, I want you to imagine that there's a green flame burning in front of you on the ground. And I want you to just use your hands or pretend you have a golden comb and just brush all of the energy that's not yours off of you. Literally brush it off of your body and toss it into that green flame. And I'm going to use a distance energy symbol to help amplify that clearing. And just brush everything off. If you're burping or yawning or whatever, just let it happen. And then when you're ready, I want you to imagine that white light starts to pour down from above, like rain, or the sky opens and this light comes down and it adds a layer of protection. It adds life force energy like a battery. It starts to recharge you. So I want you to just take a deep inhale and take as much of that white light as possible. I'm going to use a different distance energy symbol to help amplify that. And just breathe it all in, a deep breath, taking in as much as you can of that white light. And when you're ready, just exhale. And now, under this eclipse, I want you to just really connect with trust, trusting the flow, trusting where the universe is guiding you, and really surrendering. So I want you to imagine that you see a hot air balloon in front of you, and there's a basket. And this is safe. If you're afraid of heights, don't be. This is the universe guiding you. I want you to see yourself stepping into that basket. If you have trouble visualizing, just imagine, feel it. Just think to yourself, I am now in that basket. And I want you to imagine that you pull a little string and this beautiful golden fire starts to Fill the balloon, and the balloon gently lifts off the ground. Now, I want you to set the intention to surrender to the flow of the universe right now and to trust your guides. Eclipse season will bring last minute changes. Eclipse season will bring surprises, maybe a little bit of drama, maybe some incredible opportunities and doors that will open for you. But I want you to just trust whatever is happening now and for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I want you to just trust this process. So, can you take a deep inhale of trust? And on the exhale, can you set the intention to surrender and just allow this hot air balloon to just float where it needs to go? Without control, without direction, without influence from other people or from your ego or yourself, just total surrender. And I want you to see if you can surrender just 10% more. So take a deep inhale into the belly, the chest, and hold. And then when you exhale, see if you can let go just 10% more. I want you to feel yourself almost floating, maybe being gently pulled in different directions as the winds of change, the universe, your guides, God, whatever you believe in, just gently pulls you towards the path of least resistance. Take one more deep inhale and just take in all of that trust. And I want you to hold it. And on the exhale, I want you to just surrender 1% more. I want you to think or say to yourself, I'm safe right now. I want you to say, it is safe to surrender. It is safe to let go of control. I want you to say, I am always protected. I am always guided by the highest source of love and light. And I want you to say, although sometimes I don't understand what's happening, I know it's all for my highest and best. Even the bullshit. Take one last inhale, thinking of trust, feeling yourself floating. And on the exhale, I want you to surrender just 1% more. Reminding yourself that you trust this process and everything is always working out for you. And then I want you to imagine that that hot air balloon lands in the most beautiful spot. Just take a look around. Is it nature, flowers? Are there people? Is it water? Where have you arrived? It's even better than you imagined. And the only thing the universe is asking you is to trust this process. Just take one last deep inhale. On the exhale, bringing your attention back into the body, you can roll your shoulders and your neck. Bring some gentle movement into the hands and the feet. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into this room. I don't want you to write a list today. I don't want you to do anything. I want you to just chill. I want you to just trust this process. I was thinking if I wanted to try the pause game still, but okay. Anyways, I love you. Trust this process. Eclipse season is more about magic happening and not necessarily needing to do something. So just witness it. I am starting to sweat through my fucking shirt because I am dying in here right now. So I'm going to go. But if you want any support, we have the cord cutting. There's one for general stuff, you, your old self, bad habits, etc., fears, limitations, and then there's one specifically for romantic partners. And I'll also add the abundance activation here if that is what interests you the most. Um, and the other thing, the audiobook, you can listen anytime for free if you have Spotify Premium. So go find the link below. Support your boy. I love you. Subscribe, like, comment, all the bullshit. This is my job. I know I hate to ask, but it actually helps. Okay. And it's really easy for you to just hit the like button, bitch. So, anyways, love you. Ciao.